All right, well, it's July 21st, I guess, and it is 93 degrees with a heat index of 101 degrees. So not the most fun day to go scout deer. In fact, just to avoid any kind of weird heat-related issues, I'm going out today to do very minimal scouting. I'm going to stay out about 2 hours. I'm going to see where deer are crossing some of the main entrance areas. Also, I'm going to put out a few game cameras, one of which will be the Spy Point Link Dark. Be the first time I've used it. Thieves in the past have deterred me from using cellular cameras because I just don't want to lose them because they're expensive. This time it'll be far enough off into the wilderness that if somebody finds it, hey, maybe it was meant to be for them to have it. The first day of scouting so far, not going as planned. I pulled a rookie mistake and wasn't paying attention to how much gas I had. So I drove all the way to the lease and was about to turn down the road through the gate and noticed that my gas light came on. And I started thinking to myself, man, I don't need to drive way down into the lease, drive back out and try to make it to the nearest gas station, which is 15 miles. Now, granted, your gas light usually gives you enough time that 15 miles is not a big deal, except for the fact that I'm in mountains and going up these big hills and down, that kind of thing wears gas out. So I chose to turn around, go get gas. Needless to say, I rolled into that gas station. And I think if the gas station had been one more mile, I might have been walking. All right, I'm here, four-wheeler started. It's time to check a few spots. Let's go. Well, this is the first place that I hope to find, and it looks exactly like I wanted it to look. This is where there's a good transition area. Granted, this is a road, but as you can tell, the grass has grown up. There's a trail that goes right this way, right through there, all the way here, all open, all transition between pine thicket and hardwood, as you can see there. So this is a great spot to begin. It's also a great spot to put a camera because I want to see, because they're pinched here, they have to go, it's either travel through the thickness, which they're not going to travel consistently through there. They'll travel this road's what I hope. And they'll have a creek just down there. So somewhere between here and the thickness they have to walk through. This looks like a good spot. So I'm going to continue to look. Okay, I'm gonna go out busting out through this creek, hoping there's no cottonmouths. But I gotta check it. Okay, golly, there's more spiders out here than any creature I've seen thus far. And yeah, I kept my four-wheeler running. We're pretty far off down here. Never cut off your equipment in the field, they say. Okay, so I could probably get a ground blind in here. That is a steep hill. I would have to wait for a south wind. I don't know if this is going to work out. I don't see many tracks. Okay. Deer tracks? No? Nothing. No buck sign. must be, I figured they'd at least travel this. Guess not. So I chose this camera location because there's a deer trail coming from here straight across into there, and I'll show you on OnX. Okay, so let's take a quick look at terrain features. You can see the rolling hills. It's all pine forest except for a creek that runs right down through here. And the creek, there's a point off that creek with hardwoods where you can see they didn't cut the taller pine. I'm going to zoom in. Those taller pine are on the creek. I want to go there, check it out, but today is not that day. It is 101 degrees where I'm currently standing, and I don't feel like trudging through this to get to it. So I'm going to be looking on, continuing forward. As you can see, there's a huge mountain in front of us, so it's not going to be a whole lot of walking going on today in this heat. Okay, I'm going to pull the card from the other day. I know it's only been a few days, but I don't have a lot of time to waste. So I'm going to pull the card, switch it out. Let me know if I've had a few things walking by at least. Don't care what walks by, I just want to make sure there are deer traveling. Then I'm putting another camera out around the other side. And that should be about it for the day. I got to switch the card out in 2 cameras and put one more camera out. We're going to search through a spot real quick and we're done. All right, I'm here at this spot on the map, and you'll see that there's a saddle. I wanted to check out what it was. It's only like 200 feet off of this like road pretty much that I came in on back here. So we're gonna go check it out. On a north wind, I feel like they could bed anywhere around here because I'm on the upper third of the leeward side of a hill for a north wind. I didn't know it was going to be quite this steep, but I can say this, it's going to be hard to see beds. Yeah, this is good. This is much steeper than I thought. Looks like that saddle's right here. And this is really good. It's really steep, and it goes down there to that creek bottom. So this deer can see literally everywhere They shouldn't be bedded here today because the wind is coming from, oddly enough, the east. Well, I guess east northeast. They could be over here, but I think they would be gone by now. I haven't jumped anything, so I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, here it is. Wait a minute, I found the trail. I'm on it. I think I'm on the deer trail. Yep. There's all the tracks. Okay. Now let's see if there's any buck sign. Any buck sign? Oh yeah. Okay. I'm fully expecting to jump a deer up at any moment. Are you kidding me? Well, there's a corn feeder, but based on the fact that it's grown into that tree, I don't think anybody's hunting it. This is an excellent spot though, and over here is thick. That might be the area to sneak in and set up over here. Just need to see more sign first. So I think I'm on the saddle. Check on X. Just got 9 new pictures from the, just got 9 new pictures from the Link Dark Spy Point. So either the wind's blowing really well up there, or there's a deer across the valley from me. Well, I think it's safe to say I'm going to go get a camera and set it up in here. They chained this thing up here too, man, like could be to keep bears from taking it away. Matter of fact, that may be a bear bait, because yeah, that's what it is. Well, let's hope they don't refill that. Alright, I can set up back there in that dark tree and pop anything coming right through here. So I'm going to set a camera up in here. Let's go back to the truck and get a camera. At the risk of getting a little too close, I've chosen to go right here with the camera on that pile. It's coming right up through here. There's several different trails that come out of the valley there and across the saddle. The reason I'm choosing over here is if it does direct traffic a little bit, I'd rather them stay on this side of the hill, because if it's coming from the north, I can set up maybe over in there, like just over in here a little ways off, maybe even right here as close as there. I wouldn't want to be that close, but I could. It's kind of an opening there, but I find a stand. Either way, I could still hit all around this general area. There are a lot of small limbs. I probably won't trim any shooting lanes. I'll just choose a proper tree because I want it to stay as natural as possible. This is one place that on the wrong wind could be an ordeal. This is also a good place to bring my muzzleloader, because I could reach out pretty much all across all this, all the way up in there. And as you can see, I can drive my four-wheeler all the way back to the camera. So that'll keep my scent out a little bit. All right, on to the next spot. Okay, so we're all done. I scouted that creek. I don't know if it's because it's summertime or what, or maybe they just don't walk it, but there's not really any sign in the creek. You can tell that like deer come in there every once in a while, and there's a few tracks here and there, but nothing like major. I'm guessing the bucks may hide out in the pine trees here, and that's fine. It's just that it's going to be hard to pin them down until I can see. I think this might be a little bit of a rough season, but during the season when I'm scouting and after the season, I'll get a lot of ideas on what to do next season. Now, don't take this as me blowing this season off. I'm going to kill a deer. I just have to figure out where. Couple spots I've got picked out right now seem okay. Especially that saddle. As long as nobody's hunting over there, which I don't think they are, based on the fact that the bear bait chain has grown into that tree. But man, the plastic barrel looks good, so it could be that they just replaced, or they just let it grow into the tree. Anyway, that person doesn't hunt bow season, and I have permission to hunt where I want to hunt, so I will definitely get in there. I just got to figure out what I want to do. If I want to slip a ground blind in there with a crossbow, if I want to try to climb the tree there back in the darkness with my compound, or if I want to wait and slip in there opening day of muzzleloader season and see if I can reach them anywhere in there. I may do all of it. We'll figure it out. But anyway, now that you've seen the areas, you've seen exactly what I'm planning on doing. You've seen pretty much everything that I have going as far as leading into this deer season. When it gets a little closer, I'll look at a few more areas. Don't get me wrong, I'm not done summer scouting. But just for this general area, I'm done. I'm going to let the cameras run for 2 weeks. I'm going to pull them completely and then check out a different spot in August. And once I'm done with the spot in August, I'm just going to stay completely out of that area until later into bow season, and then hunt this area I'm looking at first. So I have some ideas, and now if you'll take a peek, I'll show you some of the game camera pictures that we got from the other day. So day one, which was 4 or 5 days ago, you'll see several pictures from the stand that was on that logging road, and then several pictures of the stand that was in that traveling path down the creek. All right, see you guys next time. Like and subscribe. I wonder if tick spray works on spiders. Jesus.